This poem is called Sin Senses. You smell like my sin. You smell like every fleshly day I spent trapped in my skin. The scent of your sweet vanilla flavored cigar travels through my nostrils, down my throat, and into my mouth. I can taste the ever so hostile desire to smoke on my cotton coated tongue. I can feel the pressure pent up in my fume filled lungs to backslide. Each sense produces a different extension of memory that routes me to a different history in the sin directory. I can feel the common ground under my feet that I often share with strangers. I can hear every unaddressed issue that I lit with my Bic and smoked down into my bowl of anger. I can taste the tar that stained my lips, that plastic tip that seeped elegant streams of nicotine that soothed my pacing heart, which ironically only increases my heart rate, thus making my heart beat faster than it was before I took the first inhalation. You smell like what was once my sin. You smell like every potent breakdown that I broke down into the cigarillo as I lit closed its ends and I rolled it up into complacency and set it out in the same stagnant spiritual rotation as we not only transferred blunts but transferred spirits as a little more of my soul disintegrated into cremation. You sound like every laugh-filled night, every liquid courage moment that filled my esteem, every high moment that made the lows non-existent, and every ashed whisper that burned from a scream. You look like good times. Some of the most enjoyable days of my life was with demons. But it's funny because when I smell that sin, I can only think of every good reason. What I don't think about are my worst days and every demon that dragged me through my darkest seasons. I only remember why I walked into that sin and stayed. It's quaint that what's faint are my reasons for leaving. The devil's strategic, make you forget the terrible and remember the great, forget about where you're going, forget your predestined fate, remember where you were and all the good feelings, remember everything about it that was so appealing, forget every wound that wouldn't stop bleeding, forget every place that the smoke and drink wasn't healing. So when I say you smell like my sin, I'm reminding myself of every dark place I never want to see again, of every spiritual price I'd have to pay turning back now, and I don't have those spiritual expenses. Don't be offended when I say you smell like my sin. It's just you elicit my sin senses.